Hump day, everyone. Welcome back to the show, Wednesday edition. Johnny, St. Johnny is
I
back.
was I was feeling old with the other glasses on, so I put on the DJ ones just to kind of boost my spirits and make me
You
feel
get,
younger.
you got all kinds of things to change up your look. The
I do,
glasses, the
man.
headphones, you got
I
headset,
tell
you got the
you,
old school analog, you got the backdrop looking like St. Johnny today.
it's like every reality, like all these reality TV people, like I've mentioned before, all of a sudden they just start dropping weight and they're getting trainers, and it's because you look at yourself. You're like, I'm
Over and over
hideous.
again. Yesterday you actually had to rewatch one of the videos to make sure you remember what we said on a video.
I did. I did. Thankfully, they're there.
I listened back
Yeah.
to the sound from Monday's episode. It does sound a little bit better with the mic, so
Does it? All right. So
we'll have to get you one.
I'm waiting for the links, buddy. I'm ready to Amazon it. It should only take.
Oh,
It took you 3 days to get to Hong Kong. It should only take 4 weeks to get to Maui.
look
So
at
that'll be
that.
fine.
Isn't that crazy?
It's the truth,
So,
man. So,
a little bit of
dude,
news, some real news out of Lahaina.
yes, December 15th, they're going to open the harbor for a select few
Whoa.
boats. Not sure exactly who they are. I'm imagining it's going to be potential whale watches, etc., but don't hold me to it. But that has been announced. DNLR. They give you a link to say go check it out on our website, and their website has nothing, but it's being blasted all over Facebook. And then in other news, Star Noodle started doing dim sum from 10 to 1 on Saturdays and Sundays. I intend to check that out on Sunday.
A little bit
So
happening in Lahaina. Finally, we've been
stuff's going.
wondering when movement might start in Lahaina and get back to some sort of resemblance of what it was.
We just need to get a little business going here, guys. Let's start swinging some hammers on Fleetwood Mac's place, Fleetwood's. Let's just do something. Let's just do it. That's all I'm
Something.
asking. A
Let's
little something.
get some action going. So there's
There you
also quite a
go.
storm going on social media. I heard about the first reading of Bill 9.
Oh
There's
yeah.
maybe some of the titles that were being posted that it passed, that it's moving forward,
It is
and
not.
all of that. And it's just the first reading.
Exactly. So there'll be a second reading. This was a big rush though, right? And so that's why they try to get the vote done quickly on Tashikama to come to the point of we can't pick somebody, and now it throws it into Bisson's court. Bisson, it was the one that kicked this all off. So guys, prepare yourself. It is coming down the pipeline. That is my prediction, and I would bet on it. Polymarket. I don't know if they have us on there, but I see that coming down the pipe. Now, Exhibit 2 for me, it really did change things. It did add a little bit of logic to it. But, dude, I was watching. So, it's hitting all the news. Lahaina Strong, right? Man, the three main people that are up there representing them, Jordan, and then I forget all the other names. But, I commented to my wife, I was like, these are the young people of Lahaina, right? And so all they're doing is just reacting to what they've seen and what they've experienced, and their heart is for it.
Yeah.
And so, hats off to them for sticking to their guns. I am older now in my life, and I remember I remember the saying was, if you don't have liberal ambitions when you're young, you don't have a heart. But if you're not conservative in your thoughts when you're old, you don't have a brain. And so that's where I'm at in this whole thing, right? I would probably have been more aligned. I still do not like the idea of government being able to whiplash our property rights, because 2018 was only 7 short years ago when they said Minatoya opinion is now ratified. These have a variance that can be vacation rented, and now it's being ripped away. So what does that tell you? Well, we
They
can
can
do
change things
this
quickly.
now, right? Yeah, and I don't like that. And we'll see how it all plays out with lawsuits, etc. None of this affects the local community in a positive way for 3 to 5 years with the phase out, and by then, this council probably will not be the council any longer. So that's it. And I'll say it. I think that this is Bisson's way of rewriting his legacy, because nobody wanted to be the mayor that burned down Lahaina. That's my thoughts.
And it hasn't necessarily made rentals any more affordable. Yeah. I mean, we showed on
No.
Monday's episode a couple of rentals, one
Yep.
bedroom, 2,500, two bedroom, 4,600. That's still a lot of money.
I mean, to their credit, we are seeing prices adjust, and that was literally something that they said that they wanted to have happen. That's what chaos does in markets. So that is
Yes.
happening.
Prices
right?
have gone down in
They
the
are.
condo market for sure.
So we may end up with a surplus of rentals because literally when I drive by Waikuli and Shark Pit neighborhoods, bro, we are building some apartment buildings up there, man. Some big houses with a lot of rental capabilities. And that's because everybody is starting out with a fresh footprint. So
Yes.
now zoning that couldn't affect you positively because your house was in the middle of your lot. And even though you had the square footage of land to do ADUs, you just couldn't because it wasn't planned in the past, right? So that's going to be happening. And who knows, man? Maybe my kids can see some affordability in the future. I don't know anything, right? I don't know the future. I only interpret what's happening now.
And that's where we're at.
That's it. Did have a nice meeting yesterday with one of our viewers. It is super exciting to actually connect, like to be able to talk to people that watch our show.
Hmm.
I'm so grateful for the love. People, the consistent thing is that they appreciate the transparency. They like the direction of the show, and why do we not have more viewers? And quite frankly, I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? I don't want to attract just tons of curiosity. This is my way to connect with people and hopefully eventually maybe do some business there and not have to chase you with crazy phone calls and text messages. How are you still thinking about Maui? Eh.
We know they are. Maui doesn't get off
Yes,
people's minds. That's the reality.
yes. But
20,
I've
30
always said it,
years.
right? They think about it the most while they're here. And then as they go home, the thoughts of Maui just go further and further because their real life takes over. And that's just a fact. It is what it is. So
6 hour flight changes things.
it sure
A little
does,
bit
man.
further
Real
away
life.
from paradise.
Yeah. Hey, John, I'm making this money to come back to Maui and buy. So just leave me alone. Cool. Got
And there it is. And what other thing,
it.
Johnny, we encountered yesterday? We always say there's kind of this moment of time where there's some sort of permission gained in this
Yeah.
process
Yeah.
of wanting to buy something on Maui. And yesterday
Yep.
we had interaction with another client who said he has a CD maturing this week, next week, and now he's ready to move forward on something. So
There it is.
years we've been talking, and now it finally makes sense because the money is ready.
And quite frankly, we've discovered that, and it's become this reality of okay, that's why they weren't communicating in the past for a short period of time because the money's not there, right? And in their minds, it's like, dude, there's nothing to talk about till the money's right.
I don't want to waste
I
your time.
mean,
I don't have money.
yeah. And I'm not going to tell you the money's right because that sucks. So, dude, just chill out. And I'm like, ooh, that's really my personality anyway. I hate tasting strangers on the phone. It's awkward.
There you have it. So shout out to new subscribers.
Yes,
This is who
mahalo
we
for
are.
them.
This is what we're about. This is what we talk about. We bring you into behind the scenes conversations that we have on a day-to-day basis. And we talk a little bit about the properties that are active, pending, and sold in the market, just to give you an idea of what to expect, what to look for, what to know, what to be aware of, what to stay away from, and what to run
Yep.
to.
We take requests. You're interested in complexes, you're interested in neighborhoods. We're happy to do deep dives. We're grateful to have
Yeah.
somebody say, tell
It's
me
like
a
a
little bit
DJ
more
show.
about this. That's
Request the
it.
next song and we will play it for you. We will put it together, whether it's a little deep dive into a complex, a neighborhood, some sort of, moving pets to the island. We've had all kinds of different requests over the year. So drop it in the
Yep.
comments, shoot us a private note, and we'll dig into it.
Yep. I don't know much about Hana or Kaupo, so just to let you know there, that's where the perimeter stops. But we have great agents that we know of that work Hana in those areas. So yeah.
There you have it.
All righty. Hula time. Pu'one Gardens, Danny. So we've got towers and we've got
Yep.
gardens. Gardens is the one that's up by Mount Thomas and all that. Is that right? Kind of
Yes.
clustered together. So, yep. Liho Liho Street. That's a 2 bedroom, 1 bath at 428,800. I remember when these would get my attention, but they're not getting anybody else's attention right now.
Not so
600,
much.
607 square feet, so it's not really large. It looks like it has had some updates there. It is a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, so you'll have to schedule your bathroom visits. But they call that area kind of old sand hills, right? And we've talked about the neighborhoods there where they're R3 and they provide opportunities to build multiple ADUs, et cetera. Um, so opportunity for somebody. 619 pays the fees. Like, what would this look like if somebody bought this for a long-term rental, Danny? I mean, in this area here, I'm going to say maybe 2,500, 2,750 for a two-bedroom. Kind of
Yeah,
what
something
feels
something in that
feels
range.
along there. Yep. So, a lot of people don't realize this, but here in Hawaii, we pay very little property taxes if it's our primary residence. Reason being, we get a $300,000 homestead exemption discount off of the assessed value, so that reviews the reduce the amount that's taxed, and then it's a small dollar amount per thousand assessed value. I think I want to say it's like $1.50. It depends on the price range per thousand. Reflect on what it is to pay for a vacation rental condo, which is going to be about $12, no exemption, $12 per thousand assessed. Now, if you do a long-term rental and you fill out a long-term rental exemption form along with a 1 year contract, it has to be for 1 year, you do get a similar exemption on your taxes. And that's because Maui County is trying to drive behavior away from everybody buying vacation rentals and maybe investing in long term because that benefits the island people. So that is a strategy. So there's some room in here. I mean, you probably clear what? I don't know, $12,000, $15,000 a year. But just know that. So this seemed like a value to me in the past, a 3 bedroom, 2 bath there in the sixes, all on one level here with this particular model. Not a lot of square footage, just under 1,000, but it works. We like the community there. It's got a beautiful pool. If you're a timeshare worker or just work in hospitality, this is right next door to the brand new Hilton timeshare resort. So, but it's
Three
the twelve
months.
eighteen in
Yeah,
fees, Danny. The
that's a
1218 in
lot of
fees.
fees.
That's what killing people. That's why people are out. They did not expect this huge amount in fees. So, moving on. These have continued to hold value far beyond what I expected.
Everything in town seems to hold value pretty well.
Now, these are different because they do provide a yard most times, and then they are a bit larger, about 1,200 feet, right? 3 bedroom, 2.5 baths. They're in the what I call the OG original gangsters section of Kealani, which started below the foothills area, and then now it's across the little highway and then up into the foothills. But yeah, these make for a nice alternative to a home in this price range when most homes and other Kealani 3 bedroom, 2 bath options are running in the nines. And look at that beautiful backyard setting with garden.
There you go.
Yeah, it is directly across the street from our local jail. So just know that. Kalama Terrace, Danny, starting to settle down into the threes, further into the threes.
Another option. Yeah, still almost
Yep,
1,200 bucks a month for
yep.
nothing really to work with.
Kalama's a great place. Like, if you want some action, you want to surf at the Cove, you like eating the food trucks, South Maui Gardens. Charlie Young is a well beloved beach. So, I mean, chill area with a lot of stuff to do. Kalama Park, if you like to skateboard.
Yes, sir. All right, look at this.
Hey, Garden Estates, Danny. Reality is setting in. I'm getting no calls, right?
2-2, drop it
So,
to 575. We got the
Don
one
knows.
the one bedroom in the 600. We got a two bedroom under 600.
Kihei Gardens is finally coming to the realization that they will not be vacation rentable.
Great location. I mean, for an apartment, for
It is
a
nice
place
amenities too.
place to live in.
Was that a jacuzzi?
Yeah, there's a little jacuzzi over there.
Oh
Barbecue
yeah,
area, pool, less than a block to the beach, block to
serious.
Times. It's action. This one's
Fee's not
the
horrible
dated.
for 2 bedroom, 2 bath. Probably gonna drift lower once it goes apartment style, right? I mean, you just don't have the same wear and tear as people at vacation.
Hard to
And I don't
say.
know why, but they say a lot of the water usage comes from vacation rental condos. So I mean, do people just shower a bunch and they leave the water on?
There's
I don't know what to make of that.
constant laundry. I don't know.
Yep. So here we got a quarter acre. That seems like a bit of a deal. So yeah, Wailuko Heights is action, gangy. Um, really started being developed in the late 80s. Some of them definitely need a refresh, but man, location wise, super moody as you get up into those canyons of Pu'ukukui, the West Maui Mountains.
Great neighborhood and not many opportunities to build.
Nope, somebody held on to that piece of dirt for a long time. Ipu Circle. Ipu, Danny, is one of the dried gourds that we use for rhythm when we're making the hula. So, ooh, ADU in the back. Go back to that photo there. What
It
was that
doesn't
little
say, but
struck? What was that little? Oh, little she shed. Little. As long as there's no electricity and no plumbing, certain sized storage sheds are allowed to be built with no permits. I want to say sub 300, something like that. Don't quote me. 4 2 1410. Yeah, still not seeing it.
without the ADU 1-3, not seeing
What
it.
is that gigantic structure behind me there with all of the solar?
No
Oh,
idea.
somebody's giant house back there, bro. That's called Louis style. Built all the way, built all the way to the
Right
setbacks, man. That is classic.
all the way.
Whoa, whoa. Yeah, Parkside coming down to earth too.
Sub 4.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
as
oof,
it should.
oof,
As it
oof.
should.
That's a rental. We know, Thad.
Definitely rental. Probably
Yep.
goes lower than that.
Yep. County Kai Heights. Oh, Danny, coming out of the gates. Attractive pricing for the area. Now, what did they build with that long little stairwell that kind of goes off to the side there? Nice. It's been updated, at least in 2016. That thing there. See that? Is that next door? What is that? See that staircase going off the side there, Danny?
Yeah.
No, the other side. That thing there, the drawbridge, yeah, the plank.
Looks like a bit of a deck up there.
Very interesting. Okay. That's action for the area, guys. I said it. And every single list price in this market is a suggestion.
Oh,
Oh, poolish.
got the pool,
There you go. So when you're looking at a
waterfalls.
Monokai, right? So let's talk this out. When you're looking at a Monokai, because it's right on Kapu Beach, that's sub 800 for a two-bedroom, two-bath for similar money, this can be your alternative if the rental income is not important to you. With a jacuzzi on a
Pool,
cul-de-sac,
jacuzzi, big deck,
some kind of she
solar.
shed back there. Is that a pool house back there, Danny? I don't know
Little
what that is, but man,
little
this thing keeps getting
shed of
better.
some sort.
Man,
And that's it, Johnny. When often when people are looking at something, kind of thinking about retiring with Maui, their often first thought is to get what they really want, which is views of the ocean, big lanai, wake up with their coffee, kind of the vibes they have on vacation. But
that's
once
right.
once they settle in, 6 months to a year, they realize, hey, we see the view all the time because we're always out and about, we're always at the beach, we're always snorkeling, we're always swimming. We don't necessarily need a view at home. We would like more space. So there's often a transition at some point. Some people skip right ahead to that. Some people go through the process and get their oceanfront views first. A couple years later, they make the switch.
You know what's interesting? This came up in the conversation yesterday, and it was a realization of the client. But this happens a lot, right? Especially with our PNW coastal West Coast clients that buy over here. Their intention is to come out in the winter months. And guess
Yep,
what? That's your peak rental period, right? Your time from the holidays all the way through March, that's whale soup time, but that's when most times people want to be here as well. Just something to factor into your strategy.
that's right.
Whoa, Maui Kama Ole out the gates. Fairly attractive pricing for a
Nice looking
nicely
space.
done space. Bit of a skosh of a view.
Oh,
Yeah,
look at
those
that.
floors. Those
Snuck in
floors
an
are
extra Murphy.
that made well use of that second bathroom. And we had that combo. This is a better scenario than 2-1. And at 1,039 feet, Maui Cam lives large. So Maui Cam is on exhibit 2.
That's good news.
Tis is.
Shout out, Carl. It's your future landing spot.
There you go. Bruh,
There you
leasehold
go.
Napili Ridge. It's odd because it's right above me on the worst street on all of Maui. When you drive up the street and it looks like a moon surface, just know it's because our county did not implement an HOA. So it's not a state road, it's not a county road, it's nobody's road, it's a
Neighborhood
pothole
road.
road.
Neighborhood
Two
road.
249. So
They
how's
saw
this
the other
work?
guys. They saw the other guys go pending yesterday at 249, so they dropped the price.
Bingo bango. But that was a one bedroom, was it not?
No, it was also a studio.
Okay. Because the one bedroom went too, that was attractively priced in the sub
Yep.
threes, if I remember correctly. So how does this work, guys? Well, you own the condo, not the dirt. So you pay 607 for fees. Let's call it 608. Additional $300 a month. You own it until 2049. That would be your surrender date. So because it's leasehold, guys, I'm going to tell you maybe you can squeak out a 20-year loan. Maybe going to be probably 15. Stuff like this, though, sells for cash typically. That's what they want to see. That's a nice unit, though, in terms of location where you're not looking at other ones. That building's a good one. Whoa. Okay. So coming out, well, it's dropped. That's why, right? 200,000. So now being priced
200,000.
less than a studio, but it's because it's the rear view.
Yeah, straight on
So
the parking lot.
yeah. You know what's interesting to me though is the Luana Gardens with absolutely no view just because of configuration with, house-like feeling in the garage. Those bring three plus four,
Three,
three to
4 million,
fours.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
So
tough.
anyway,
You get, I mean, this is the entrance to the building. I mean, you
that's the
get
porte
all the
cochere.
cars coming by. I mean, that's a tough location.
There it
You
is. And
you would think
2256.
you would think in a luxury development when they designed this, there's some way to kind of get around these, but it doesn't seem like they ever figure out how to do it, right? Like you stay at
There
some of the
isn't.
hotels in Kaanapali, you got one side ocean view, beautiful. The other side, you get the exhaust off the parking lot, and
Price overcomes all objections, Danny. Hit that real list. Just curious. I'm curious as to what this thing originally brought when they first came out. Oh five, what, oh six, start delivering there.
let's see if it'll load up.
There we go. So last market sale started in
There you go.
2012. They paid 419 for that guy. So they've owned it all since then. Nobody else has bought it. So that tells us what the room is in the deal, right? And why they're able to come down from their agent's suggestion of 1,195.
They paid 400.
Yep.
Doesn't
These
mean they
sold out.
will come down that much, but
No.
there might be some room.
Okay. This is still aspirational.
I don't know why it's on the hot list, but yep,
It's because of that view they're reminding us.
still 1-4.
Yeah. Mihaila. It's a beautiful view.
It is.
Yeah.
Pacific
We
Shores.
we had a client looking at one of the three bedrooms there, but his comment when I sent him the video was, yeah, the amenities are rough. They need to pour some money into that. It's a great location. Pack Shores. Wow, Danny. Starting to come down to local affordability. We can get those maintenance fees to drop a bit because again, that's $9,600 a year in addition, right?
Yeah, I mean,
And
800
change.
is kind of okay compared to what a lot of them are. I mean, most of them are
Sure.
in the thousands. So,
Except for Napili Villas, which is dropping their maintenance fees to 514 January 1st for a two-bedroom residential.
wow.
Look at that. Molokai, Nui, Malama Avenue. I remember correctly. Yeah, it's just above town, ranch camp area. Molokai is going to say, no, it's not. I'm going to get corrected, but that's what it looks like to me.
Little corner lot,
Yep.
350,000, 3-2. Real estate is different on Molokai.
It sure is. Maui Sands, two
Look at
bedroom, one and a
this on.
half. Direct ocean viewish.
Yep.
Yeah,
Direct
there it
Ocean view,
is. Yeah,
400 days. Someone finally seen it.
yep. Also
Seller
on exhibit,
financing.
look at that. 20% down, 3-year loan, amortized. So still a bunch of fees, man. 3 grand a month.
But look at that view, Johnny.
That's it.
Look at
And
that
then
view.
only one of the Maui Sands, though, was on exhibit two. I remember if that one's. Whoa. So keep going. I want to see where this guy is actually. because it does not. I don't think it's one. No, there it is.
Yeah.
See how we do, guys?
Look at first
That
view. Wow, it's ocean
that
front. That's a
that
deal,
is
Johnny.
good
Oh, just
photography,
kidding.
buddy.
We're camped
It's
back eight
but still,
units.
it went 160 days in.
Five
Dunzo.
months. 5 months.
3,500. 3,500.
Well, Maui Vista action.
Okay. Maui Vista also on Exhibit 2, strangely, but hey, we'll take it.
Held their price for 6 months. Ground floor.
There you go.
Someone finally.
Overcame the fear. We'll see what closes for.
Look at this
That's a
big boy.
5E place, boy. Woo! That's one of those off-market deals. Oh, this is in that new location, Discovery. 2021 build, though. That's it, guys.
Hey.
Luxury's still alive. Billies are still making money, gang. They're not affected at all by rates or anything.
They're making more money.
That's it.
More money. So.
Ahui ho, gangy. Mahalo for checking us out.